Hello all, Serious Lees here, and today we are going to take a look at a fuel oxidizer farm. And you might be thinking, what even is a fuel oxidizer and why would I need to farm them? Well, if you are sending frigate missions, something you might want to do is use these thingamajiggers to boost your stats to your frigate missions. However, you might not need to if you've put in a whole bunch of salvaged frigate module stuff from derelict freighters. You probably have a really good fleet coordination, and stats aren't your problem anymore. What the problem is getting your frigates to return in time so that you can level them up fast and get them to all be done in one day. So you might need the duration to be reduced on those, and these do 10%. You can apply 3 of them per mission, so you can use or consume 3 of these per frigate mission you send, and you can send 5 per day. I could use all 15 of these today, so we want to be able to farm these if we want to really boost. I definitely am never going to use 15 in a day. That's crazy talk. But sometimes I really want to use these, and they're my favorite frigate module booster because they affect everything equally. You don't have to worry about stats. You just get stuff back faster. So what we need to boot to create these are gold. If we go to here, it'll show it there. There's the recipe there. Quad servos and gold. Now, gold we are going to get in abundance just from doing frigate missions. We're going to get Magna Gold. Here are the wares that I've been getting from my frigate missions. I haven't sold in a few days. We're going to get Magna Gold. That's gold. We're going to get Lenmium. That's gold. I think, no, Herox is silver. Aronium is silver. Geodesite and Iridesite are platinum. One of the other ones is also either dirty bronze or granitine refined into gold, and the other one will be silver. But you're going to get that back. You're going to get lots of gold just from doing it. So what we need to do is build a quad servo farm. For that, what we're going to want are these maps here and a base computer and enough materials to put down a little bit of a flat space just to prevent the ground from being deformed from Sentinels. We are going to need to fight Sentinels, so you're going to want a multi-tool equipped with a decent weapon layout that you like to use that can fight 5 waves of Sentinels. We need to be able to beat 5 waves of Sentinels, so that's what we're going to go do today. First, we're going to take a peek at something that made me realize I want to show this base off. The frigate fleet that I am working on here is focused on fuel reductions. I've renamed them all at the end to showcase both the duration percent reduction and the straight amount of fuel reduction they have. I am working on a new combat ship, and it has a 5% duration reduction, but I've realized fuel oxidizers are a much more efficient way. I would rather have the combat ship I have over here with a -10 to fuel cost than I would with a -5 to fuel duration, because fuel oxidizers I can farm, and I have a farm. So let's go show off the farm, and I'm going to delete that freighter later. Now, I am not using my staff weapon, I am using my Sentinel weapon. It's my most powerful weapon. Whoops, my bases, that's what we want to be on. And it really messed up all of the screenshots recently. I don't know why that's happened, but one of the updates did it. All you got to do is go take a new base screenshot and upload your base again, and that should get fixed in a couple of warps or reloads of the game. At least for me it did. I just haven't gone through to all my bases and redone it all. It's a lot of work with a lot of bases on a lot of saves. Alright, so we got to get ready for combat, because for some reason when I built the landing pad built in here under the ground, I get warped here instead of beside the teleporter now, so combat can start at any second. Ideally you want to have a little bit of a hut here, and if you want, you can build it right around this thing, and we don't have to do any combat at all. We can just turn off the Sentinels straight from here. So that's a good idea too. So I think we will do that, but just to showcase that we can do this, I'll go to our pulse spitter. There should be a mech somewhere stalking us. There he is. We're going to give him a nice stun. And we're going to blow him up, and I'll just switch to the mining beam and show you what we're going to be grabbing here. Projectile ammunition. We do not want to walk up to this and hit the E. See, it says hard frame engine. If I hold E, I will get a hard frame engine. If I back out and shoot that, watch what I get. Nanites received, projectile ammunition, and a quad servo. Alright, so I'm going to hop inside. We're going to talk to this instead of fighting all 5 waves, which will get you more quad servos because you will fight more quads and you will fight more mechs, and both of those can give quad servos. But we don't have to fight all the waves. All we have to do is have a base. With this thing here, we're going to shut down Sentinel forces on the planet. So the reason we're doing this out of order, how I would normally do this, is because we warped outside of the hut. So we will log off. Now, all the Sentinels that were around us should have exploded and dropped all of their little parcels here. The way that we will get the maps to build this base in the first place is by fighting Sentinels. Like I said, you can get them from salvaged glass that we just looted. Where did those end up? Do I already have some on the ship, so they went to the ship. That's the downside of these teleport receivers, is the auto loot system. Sometimes steals stuff from where you expect it to go. Anyway, we can open salvage glass and not just get upgrade modules and other fun stuff. We can occasionally get these maps. That's where I found most of mine. You can also get them from completing all 5 waves. If you complete all 5 waves on a planet, you will get directed to one of these anyway, so you don't need a map necessarily, but it's just easiest to use maps after fighting some Sentinels, open some salvage glass, come here, build a base, and just put down some flooring, just like this. So when you do fight the 5 waves, and they shoot their ground-destroying stuff at you, you will have a nice flat surface to catch your feet on, and all of their modules on. Now what I have done, and the way that we're going to farm these modules today, is in the neighborhood, I've put down some save beacons at sites of interest. Let's go take a peek at those and see what we can see. There's one very close by here that we don't need to fly to, but we will. And we have our weapon equipped on the fighter here, so let's get close and look at that. What popped in is a purple module. We're going to shoot that with our gun. See what we get. Projectile ammunition, nanites, and a quad servo. Alright, so let's fly to the next place that I have marked. Got one over here. Coming slow. Ooh, we also have these things here as well, but I have blown them up recently, so they will not have respawned. I see a purple module over there. Let's see, what did I get? A quad servo. Excellent. Let's fly over to the next save beacon over this way. Everywhere on the planet where these Sentinels, this is an aggressive Sentinel planet, everywhere where Sentinels spawn, there is usually a quad on an aggressive Sentinel planet, so there will be a purple module like that. And you don't even have to land and get out of your ship. You just fly over to each of these save beacons that you've placed down the first time. Boop. Shoot it. Get your quad servo. And watch this. This is the real hacky part. If you don't like to do this, don't do this. But this is the real cheaty part. We'll just fly straight back past the one we were just at. And if they're far enough apart, do you see that? Look, another purple thing there. Another quad servo. So I can fly back to each of these ones we were just at, even the one at our base computer, and there will be another quad servo for us to shoot and loot. And that is how you farm quad servos. And that is how you farm fuel oxidizers. And there's the first one we looted over here. And pop, it spawns back in. Might have gone under the ground, but I think we got it. Maybe not that one, I don't know. Anyway, we got a lot. We got more than we should have. And that's it. That is the quad servo fuel oxidizer farm. Just a simple base computer with a hut around the computer, around a Sentinel Pillar, so you can shut down the Sentinels on an aggressive Sentinel planet and then fly around to a bunch of different sites. You don't have to mark them and fly back and forth and do it cheaterly. You can fly from one to the next using your scanner everywhere on the planet for 2 hours. Will be shut down and you will get free quad servos without even landing. But it's very easy to mark a couple and fly back and forth. So that's what I've been doing. And that's how you build the farm. And that's it for today, everybody. Until next time, have a good time.